Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Obachanchatter, and I'm here to recap SummerHouse season 11, episode 14, Point of No Return. I think those are the right numbers. Um, I don't know. We starting this. Hi, good morning. We're starting this thing off with Karl. I messed up Kyle and Karl. I always mix their names up, but we can tell by the intro that this episode is probably going to be about Lindsey and Karl, and they give us a playback of their journey this season, and it was a real tight. I mean, I didn't realize how much they didn't get along this season. So you got Karl screaming, "It's a fucking lie," and she looks shocked, and he's cursing her out, and she gets up. I'm going and enjoy the party. And Carl say, no worries. So Lindsay pulls Danielle into the house, and they go into the beer room, and she starts complaining about Carl. Um, Goes into her she goes into the stuff that she's going on with Carl, and so Lindsay was explaining to Danielle that he want a soft and somebody a gentler girl, and then Danielle gonna bullshit her and say, "You are soft and gentler, and just in another type of way." I'm like, what? She just go back to your no fashions ass fashion app stuff. So Sierra and we go back outside to the party, and I'm gonna tell you this: that party was lit. West on that party. I've been watching SummerHouse since its inception, since it came on TV, and that is the lit. Even Amanda, everybody that lived in the house who visited this summer house said that party was lit. That party was lit. He did, and they cleaned the shit. I don't know how they cleaned the hell out of the house too after the party. So anyway, Sarah and West they making out under the tent or something that's outside, and Payne's the man that they on top. Whatever they making out, whatever they're making out in Sierra and West, Amanda and Paige is on top of it, taking pictures, modeling, and they laughing because Jesse's taking the pictures and he's saying, "Yeah, show me your left, show me your right. Yeah, show me your face when you love your mama. Show me when you hate your daddy." And they just all start laughing. So I said that Danielle was upstairs talking to Lindsay. She was leaning in hard. She like hearing that destruction. Um, so Gabby on her way in the house, and she almost got knocked down because somebody didn't hold the door for her, but the guy didn't know that he was behind her. It was an accident. So Lindsay says, um, so I was saying Danielle was bullshitting Lindsay, telling her she's soft in her own beautiful way. She said she's tired of biting her tongue, and she says, he puts her down all the time, and she said they be chilling at home and don't have to. And she said they be chilling at home, and she don't feel like every time she fuck with him, she got to coddle, cow. So Jesse talks to a pretty girl, actually two of them, but he sounds drunk. He says he's happy. He feel like he can do anything because he can't free. Said I put right here West threw a live ass party. He had a fire guy. Everyone enjoyed the party except Karl. He doesn't bounce back after him and Lindsay have arguments and shit like that. So Lindsay is a lot like most. I think how most women are. I'm like that. If I had something wrong with me and we together and I cut your ass out, after I'd be like, come on, split a hot dog. But the men I mess with, they don't do that. They don't do shit like that. They stay mad all day, and I don't give a damn. So Carl said when he get like this and make him anxious, and he said he feels scared. He just don't bounce back like she did. So Danielle tongues it up with the fire guy. She always doing something. She always giving her pussy away. She ain't gonna worry about anybody gonna want to be fucking with her. So she tongued it up with the fire guy, And like I said, the girls love the party, and Sierra is so proud of him, but she intimidated him by the same time because she said he got so many damn friends, and Sierra's kind of like an introvert. This ain't her shit. So Paige says that she tell it's Paige, Sierra, and Amanda. They sitting around together, and Paige is telling her, and I think Amanda too, how happy they are. That they say she happy every summer, but this summer she got a little pep in her step, and she thinks that's something to do with West. And she said she don't care really what happened between her and West, but he gonna have to deal with all of them because if he fucking with Sierra, then he fucking with them. So I thought that was a nice scene. So now we got Gabby and Jesse in the room. They talking, and then Danielle, she's in the bathroom making out with the dude that was the fire dude. Just so fresh. So nothing in front of my face. Lindsey keep talking about. That's when he get home. Kyle and Carl. Okay, so Kyle and Carl, they talk outside after the party, and I said, look like they got security there. They should. They had a whole lot of people. I see somebody like this security walking past Carl, and he got like a radio and shit. So whatever it was that Lindsay was walking around holding, walking upstairs at the end of the party like a black dress. I like it. Okay, Lindsay and Danielle talk about Carl, and she said, she's so other people or the other residents in the house in the bedroom is Paige and Sierra were laying Paige and Sierra was laying in the bed. And Sierra says, dating commitment. She's like, she like dating West, and she said dating don't necessarily mean commitment. Whatever she was saying, they can hang out together and shit don't mean that it has to be shackles. So when Karl was outside with his costume on, this girl walked up to him and said she was flirting with him. She was like, "Oh, who are you, Michael Jackson?" He was like, "No, just as plain, no." He was just rude as hell. So I guess he was just in a bad mood. So Lindsay tells Danielle if he gets a job, she said, "I want to." If she get a job, if he got a job, she might feel attracted to him. She said we have sex like every 2 weeks. And when Paige heard that last time, she was like, Lindsay, what? 'Cause she know that shit mean there's trouble. And Carl said the same thing to Kyle that they're not intimate. This whole thing was Carl and Lindsay, and I'm so glad that Carl called it off because Lindsay wouldn't have. She wouldn't have married him because she just want a husband. So Amanda gets in the bed with Paige, and then Jesse comes, and he in the center, and then Amanda tell him, "Don't get a hard on and make this real weird." So they all start laughing. So anyway, she said, "Don't get a bone and make it weird." So anyway, Amanda starts singing the song because Kyle lays on top of Amanda. Then Gabby comes in and lays on top of Amanda, and Wes come in and lay on top of Sarah. So I was like, they do. I don't do all that all in bed. And then they all been drinking too. I'm not doing no shit like that because something could pop off. I'm just saying it could. Um, so Gabby and Sierra in the no, Wes and Sierra in the bed in their own room now. And Wes said, "Do you know that you called me baby today?" And she said, "You don't like pet names." And he said, "I mean, yeah, I guess they are." He said he liked being called baby didn't bother him. So Sierra want to know what bothers him because she said, "Nothing to you seem a big deal. Take me home to the parents." She said, "What is a big deal for you?" So um And he just pretty much told her what she said. What's a big deal to him is not a big deal to her. And she said, and the Sarah just told me you too ambiguous. So Kyle says, Kyle finally went to bed, and but it's already the next day. But he finally goes to bed with Amanda because he stay up late when all the rest of them in their sleep. He's the only one still walking around doing stuff. So anyway, it's the next day, and they all got the same energy because Kyle he finally go to bed too, and Sierra and Wesley in bed, and they said how sad they are about the summer being over. And then Amanda comes in there, what y'all doing? So they all decide since it's the last day of the summer house vacation, so they all gonna clean up and get in the pool. I think they get in the pool before they start cleaning up, so they all decide to get in the pool. So Lindsey stays indoors, and her and Kyle was sitting there talking. She's trying to clean up the kitchen. And he talking to her, and it's just after he come back from his run, which he said was much needed. So they asked each other, how you doing? How you doing? So good, it's all good. And then they start talking, and he says, what we're gonna do today? And she said, I would really not like. I really don't want to go to Montauk because the way things been going, maybe I should go home. But what do you want to do? If you really want me to, if you want to go, I can go. So they decided they're gonna go to Montauk. So Linda explained again who she is as a person. He tell her he don't got to. She know who she is, and he says something, and she says he needs, and he can't make her. I can't make it. He said, the way she talked to him and how she act, and she called him stupid and tell him his ideas and shit was dumb. He said, I don't like how you make me feel. And she said, listen, don't put that shit on me. I can't make you feel nothing. So Kyle is outside while they in the house talking, but they get ready to start arguing because he got to go in the house and pee, and everybody started laughing. They said, "You must have to poop because you always pee outside." And they started laughing because it is that they know him. I said he should be shamed. Damn, I had this pepper in my face. I said he should be shamed. So anyway, Carl says that Lindsay's a rock star, that she get everything right. So Carl says he needs to be honest. The stuff that they were doing and he's having second thoughts. So Lindsay's like, I mean, what do you mean you don't want to get married? So she handling it well. He says, don't you feel like something is off? And she was like, it's just the ebb and the flow of relationship. And I was like, this some bullshit. Y'all ain't got no ebb and no flow of relationship. Y'all got some tornado, hurricane shit going on. So she said maybe the big conversation is not about your job, but whether you're having second thoughts. And he said, I am. And he said, it's art because the day is the engagement of our anniversary. And they showed him proposing to her last year. So I'm saying to myself, she's starting to sound a little softer now that she talked to his ass say he don't want to get married. She piping down a whole lot. She's like, what do you need from me? And he said a hug. And she said, in general, I just need a hug. And then when she go hug me, he gotta tell her hug him harder, hug me with more compassion. I was like, dude, let that bitch go. So anyway, she is I said she faking, she's scared, so she pretending, even though, she don't want to hug this motherfucker. She wants to slap the shit out of him, and I think she know that he on the edge of being done. And I said, she mad, and she is mad. So Paige and Jesse, they talk as they clean up together. And Jesse says the best time ever that he's had. And so, he had a real good time. He's excited. So we're upstairs with Lindsay, and she can't wait to get out of there. Danielle runs in the room to be nosy. And Lindsay said he's still just talking in circles. He's talking in circles like he always done. She tells her, he she tells her tone delivery is to be activated. She said he talks shit. He said you yell at me, you insult me. Then Danielle said, "You're not winning your engagement ring." I think she said she took it off or something like washing her hands or some shit. But when we see, so she just, she feel like she got a build a bear on her hands, and she said she don't even want to fuck him because, you know, her tank empty on his ass. So that's what she's gonna do about my time. She said I'm gonna go as long as I can ride with somebody else. See, she be doing that bullshit. I said she a bitch. And can anybody ride with Karl and I just switch? So now we 3 days later we in New York and Kyle says it's bad and he's telling Karl that they gonna be married in 2.5 months and he said they can't resolve conflict and that shit keep getting worse and worse. And he said he don't understand why Lindsey keep pretending like she don't see the problems that they having. And he was like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So the only person here, he said the only person that's going to change is going to have to be him because she's not going to change because she is who she is. And you ain't no sex in 3 weeks. She's never going to change. That's what I put. So anyway, you know, Lindsey said that her and Carl are rarely intimate. When he talked to her, he talked in circles. She came back. If he's saying that he good, she's good. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Yeah, my hand, I'm getting preoccupied by my hand because my hand hurts so bad. Kyle tells Karl he doesn't know if he can marry Lindsey. So Lindsay on the couch because they ain't at some house no more, and they both say hey to each other and they, how you good? Are you good? And they say yeah. So they both lie to each other because neither one of them is good. So she starts. I don't want to fight today. Maybe I'm sorry, me asking questions make me feel like you're being belittled. Where does this come from? She said it's just been 2 weeks. We've been fine. And she said I was your sounding board when you last year you needed me, but now it's a whole different thing. And I'm saying last year when you was his sounding board, girl, he was addicted to drugs. He was a fucking addict. He needs somebody to tell him what to do. But now, and he said, and what was fucked up is that he said that he believed that Lindsay want him on drugs, so she can have control and manipulate him and shit. And I believe what he say, and that's the only difference, Lindsay, as before he needed guidance and he was afraid and shit and he needed a sounding board. Now he needs to shut the fuck up. So y'all just don't need to get married. I don't see how you don't see it, but you concentrating on the day, the dress and the fucking the reception and all that type of shit. So I mean Karl let her have it. I have never seen him talk to her like that. And he was witty. I said he looked like crap, but he did it. So anyway, he said somehow in the way she gonna turn him into being the victim. And of course she did. She went right down the phone. I don't understand. Even her parents don't understand. And even the girls at the house was arguing, Gabby and Paige and Amanda. And Gabby was like, he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. Listen, don't matter. He shouldn't marry her if he don't love her. Is that what you want? And Lindsay is mean to him. She is, and she do tell him what the fuck to do. But he ain't sick no more, so he don't need her to be doing that shit. So anyway, he can hear her talking, and he said, "No matter, I wouldn't give fuck with what she made me the villain or not, as long as I wouldn't have had to be married to her." So anyway, as this goes on, she leaving because she gonna go over to Danielle's house, and at Danielle's house, the rest of the girls are there. It's Paige there, Gabby coming. Oh, Amanda's there and Sierra's coming. So all the ladies from the SummerHouse is gonna be over there, and I guess somebody asked her how did Danielle feel about how shit rolled out, and she was like she acting like she don't have no comment, but she comment like a motherfucker, and her comments lead to knowing I told you so. Yep. So I think she happy that they ain't. So anyway, Carl said Lindsay's reality is gonna be however she wanna spin it. And you know, she was talking about how she gave him so much grace and he bulldozed over her. Said, look at the text messages, you want to control me. So Carl breaks the engagement. Lindsay looks fucking blown into pieces because she embarrassed, and I think that's the biggest thing too. Cause she wanted to be a bride, and said he won't let her talk. She's trying to talk over him, but he won't let her talk. And she was like, 15 things to do. Fights are not no fights are normal. He said, but our fights ain't normal. And no lifetime therapy. He said he can spend his lifetime in therapy trying to figure this shit out. So, I'm done with it. And so she said, so this is the decision you made. This is your decision. This is what you want. He was like, yeah, what the fuck? Why you keep saying that shit over and over again? You heard what I said. So, um, she said, I ain't gonna beg nobody to stay with me, but she was begging. I don't make you happy. All the hard work and shit I done had to put in. And she walks out and go in the room, start talking about his ass. So anyway, over at the house, you can look at Danielle. And Danielle don't seem like she lost on nothing on that shit. She like she knew that shit was going to happen, and she's glad that that shit did happen, and she don't have a fucking problem with it at all. No, no problem with it at all. What else is there? Is this a note? I had a whole sheet right here. I don't think I read this one. Oh, okay, here you go. Yeah, here we go. We're at the house. We're at Danielle's house, and I put Tell's parents. He wants to break up. Oh, she told her parents that he wanted to break up, and like she went in the bedroom, called her parents, and said Carl wanted to break up, and she telling them they're asking what happened, and she said ain't really nothing happened. They said something had to happen. Gabby the same way. Something had to go wrong. No, that shit was. They trying to make it imply like it's an affair. He's seeing somebody, or he did on the DL like something, or he's back on his drugs. They're trying to find a reason other than the fact that he just don't want Lindsay. You know, to he just don't want her. He said he tired of the complaints. And she said, he just blindsided me. I was like, how the fuck is she blindsided me? She said how terrible their relationship was. Huh? Blindsided? No, you wasn't. But he said she gonna spend it. But they think it's gotta be something or somebody else. So, I told you they're all over there at the house. And Danielle seemed happy to tell the story about the breakup to me, she do. So Carl got a call Tuesday night and said that Karl wasn't looking good. So anyway, I put down here Gabby came over and Paige text Karl to say that that she was with him and that's thought that was nice and everything gonna be okay. And Paige said Gabby says that what he did was messed up because Gabby on Lindsay's side, but Sierra Paige and I think Amanda they knew that it wasn't gonna be no match. This wasn't a good match. And they was like, she can forget him and move over and find somebody else. So, Sarah said the reason why they didn't work is they wasn't getting along. They fought all summer. You heard him say out his own mouth. Just the funnest time he had at the summer house, but the only person he couldn't get along with was his wife. So, like I said, Danielle standing behind her kitchen counter looking like got that look, that damn I told you so I look. And Amanda said she couldn't do it if she couldn't, she don't think she could face that. I mean, she don't think she could do it that she didn't have the strength. So she glad that Kyle, glad I am too, that he don't want to marry her, that he didn't. But Paige and Amanda gonna be in trouble because I got a feeling that Gabby is gonna put the word out that they glad that she divorced. So I think it was Paige that said, "Girl, he did you a favor, girl, bye." And then she said, and then I think it was a man Paige that told Lindsey because Lindsey finally got there. She was fake crying and shit. I was like, "Girl, you ain't even crying." And Paige said, "That's what you get for not inviting me to your wedding." And they all just kind of laughed. And she kept saying she can't understand how he could humiliate her or blindside her. She said, like when you high, like when he was high. She said, don't mess with my heart. So somebody told her that she'd been fighting for a while, and it was not just at the end of the summer; it was the whole time. And Paige told her she should be happy. So anyway, the honeymoon there's a trip. So then, since it's not going to be a marriage, they have decided that they are going to go on a girls' trip to Mexico, to Mexico. And I think it's probably at which point that time that I think it's gonna be at that moment, at that time, that somebody started telling Lindsey who all was happy that she ain't getting married to her man. Yeah, I think so. So you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me. This my recap was kind of dry, even though the episode was very interesting. But it ain't gonna have shit on the reunion. The coming this week. Man, they is really going at it. So I'm excited to see that. I like this episode because it had a lot of the stuff in there, and I like Karl, and I'm glad he finally spoke up to Lindsay and said, "I can't marry you." I'm glad he listened to his stepfather and his parents, and maybe some of his friends around him. But anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you stayed here with me for 27 minutes and 15 seconds, and I love you for it. Thanks.